What is going on, Pokemon Mosh Pit? My name is Wandererofthewind. I'm bringing you my second uploaded battle to this channel. I hope you enjoy it. It's a U battle, as you can tell on the screen and stuff. And this is against a guy I found on Smoking Wi-Fi. Big threats on his team. Definitely that Demoniton, that Zapdos. I really don't have a direct check for that Zapdos, so I'm going to have to be careful around that. Maybe get a Toxic by my Bronzong or something like that. And, you know, being put to sleep by Roserade. But anyway, let's get into the battle. This against, I'll just call him Yuri. I'm not exactly sure what his name is, if he has YouTube or whatever, but you know, it's just how it goes. He's going to start with Demoniton. More than likely a Scarf. Usually most Demonitons are Scarf, so I'm just going to fake out just to get some damage on it. Minshao is usually a good lead just because it fake out. I can kind of get a gauge on what I'm going against. Goes into his Hitmontop. I do nothing with the combination of Fake Out and U-Turn, which is not too surprising being that he got the Intimidate off and it's not really that effective. But, you know, I go into Crobat running the chance that he could have had Stone Edge, but most of the time they carry Toxic because they're mostly defensive, but he does go for the Toxic and I dodged that because I'm poison. I'm just going to go for the Brave Bird. He's going to go into his Empoleon. It's going to take a nice chunk from that, being that it's not defensive. Most, well, at least the one I run is more especially defensive, but he does resist because of the steel typing, which is pretty good on his part. I'm just going to U-turn out. He's going to go for the Stealth Rocks. I'm hoping he stays in just to try to get a burn on Bronzong, just to have that residual damage. And he does go for the Scald, so I'm going to trick him at your Scarf, so he's going to have a Scarf Scalding defensive Empoleon, which is great in my book. And I'm going to be able to get my Stealth Rocks up. So he's going to switch out. I'm going to get my Stealth Rocks up. He's going to do the smart move and bring in Demoniton so it doesn't take rocks damage, because he probably knows that. That's what I'm going to go for. And I'm just going to go into my Suicune, because Suicune can take whatever from Demoniton, because that's direct check for that thing. And he obviously knows this, so he's going to go for the superpower. That way it's not effective. And he does a little bit more damage, even though it is on stab, and that is almost half, so it's pretty good. He's not going to stay in. He's actually going to switch to Empoleon. I think he predicts my switch. I'm actually going to go into Crobat, because Crobat can take a second superpower like it's nothing, because one, he lowered his attack, and two, is ineffective and is non-stab, all that stuff. I'm kind of curious the way he's going to lock himself in, because he is tricked to Choice Scarf, so I'm just going to roost up. He locks himself into Roar, which is a bit of an ironic situation to have a Scarf warring Empoleon, but you know, it works. So he's gonna roll me out into my Suicune. That's fine. I can get some lefties damage here. He's stuck into this, so I'm gonna go ahead and just not lock myself in the Skull. I'm just gonna Scald, and he's just gonna roar. So I'm okay with that, because it's not gonna do that much damage. Although there is, you know, it's the little tiny damage that's racking up with the Stealth Rocks. He does roll me out to Houndoom, which unfortunately is Life Orb, so Stealth Rocks plus Life Orb is getting more damage on it than I want. But I just go for the Fire Blast. He's going to roll me out again, back in the Suicune, which is good because not all my pokes are getting hit by these Stealth Rocks. Just the Suicune can take this because he's bulky. I got rest if I need to rest up. Now, this is the tricky part here. He's going to actually switch out into Roserade on my Scald, saving his Empoleon. I actually predicted him not to go for the grass move, but to go for the Sleep Powder. But he misses, it would have been so epic, because I Sleep Talk on the turn that he used Sleep Powder. So if he had got that off, I could have Sleep Powder. I may have gotten Skull, may have not. I thought it was pretty cool. Turns out it didn't work at all. So that's okay. He's not going to go for it again because he sees I'm Sleep Talk. And I would expect him to go for the grass move, thinking I'm going to stay in to take the Sleep Talk, but he doesn't. I go to Crobat. He says up T-Spikes. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to Brave Bird with Empoleon biting on death's door. He doesn't really have anything to take a Brave Bird. He can go to Zapdos, but Zapdos is going to take that Stealth Rock damage, and Brave Bird is really high in attack. And you know, I'm not sure why I U-turned out of there. I guess I knew he wasn't Scarf since he had the Scarf Demoniton, and most people don't run Scarf Zapdos, so I don't know. Don't judge me. I'm just thinking out loud. So I'm gonna go into Bronzong because he is my special wall, so he can take a couple hits. Hopefully, this Zapdos is Life Orb, so it's doing more than I thought it would. But he decides to go for the Roost, which is fine because now I get my Toxic and Toxic hits, and this thing is now on a timer. With the combination of Life Orb and Toxic, he can't stay out and do all the shenanigans that Zapdos likes to do. So on a whim, I actually just go for Gyro Ball 1 because this is the only move I can actually hit Zapdos with. I don't remember my other moves right now. And he goes down the Roserade and I take him out. So, you know, surprise victory for me. Surprise victory for Ronzon. I'll take it. So he's going to go in and hit my top. I know he's going to wrap his spin. I can't do anything about it. I don't have a spin blocker. I'm just going to go for the Toxic, and hopefully him taking away my rocks and me Toxic him is going to kind of even out because that's all I can do at the moment. Yeah, so Ronzon is going to come. I mean, what? Woo? Okay. Crobat is going to come back out, take the high jump kick very well from a defensive. It's kind of weird that he has high jump kick, though. I don't know if this is a bulk up variant. It don't seem like it because he looks like a defensive Vero, but he has high jump kick over the close combat. I know he doesn't want the defense and special defense drops, but I still think that's kind of weird to me. I'm just going to roost up. The more health I have is definitely a better situation I'm in. He tried to sucker punch. At least that way, if he sucker punch now, I'd be at more health than I would if he did it earlier. But he actually predicted me not to to attack or something, and I just brave bird him out of the way. So this Porygon 2 is going to come out. I'm just going to taunt it so it can't Thunder Wave or recover or do any of that shenanigans. And I'm just going to sacrifice my Crobat. And that's fine because now I have Minshao. Minshao can high jump kick anything that wants to come in here. Even if he has Zapdos, Zapdos is going to take damage from the rocks. I am Life Orb, so Life Orb high jump kick is not going to look too pretty unless this is a defensive Zapdos, which I really doubt it is. And judging from that damage, it is not. So with my Toxic activating first, and then his, I know that I'm faster, so I can just stay in safely and just high jump kick again, hopefully not miss, and take him out. So that's what happens. It looks like things are getting a little bit better, but he still has this Dimantin, which is a threat because it is Scarf and the outspeed every Pokemon I have on my team. So I'm gonna go into Bronzong just for Deathfather and also for recoil. Just in case you wanted to go for the superpower again with Suicune. And if I go in Suicune, he has to take that damage and get poison, and that's not really good. So I'm actually going to go into my Houndoom, and since he's locked into Fire Blitz and I have Flash Fire, that's kind of a situation for him. Now, I go for Fire Blast to get damage on whatever is going to come in, but I missed. And I don't know why, but I convinced myself that this Porygon 2 had Trace and traced my Flash Fire. I don't know why. But some reason I convinced myself that what's happened. That's why I keep going for Crunch and not Fire Blast. So I don't know why I did that. I just convinced myself. I wasn't paying attention. I guess I looked down and I saw that his stats did something. I was like, oh, he just, traced my Fire Flyer. I don't know. Don't even worry about that. That was the most random thing. So going back into Minshao, the thing is, Crunch did give me the defense drop. So this is clearly going to be a one-hit KO from Minshao. High jump kick to the face. That's a dead Porygon 2. So, all he has left, I believe, is the Darmanitan, and Suicune could take a Fair Blitz. That's what he's going to lock himself into. The only thing is, it's going to do a lot. I'll leave Minshao in there to take that. He's going to get recoil damage. I'm going to Suicune. I'm at half health, and that is not really good because I never got to get a rest and do all that stuff. So I'm going to take this, and if he had actually got a crit, wow, he did get a crit. He got a crit, and I barely live on. Sorry, I'm thinking of another game. So he got a crit. I barely lived. If he had killed my Suicune, the game would have been over. He would have won because I had a Choice Scarf Shaman, but Modest Shaman is slower. Modest Scarf Shaman is slower than the Jolly Scarf Dimantin. Don't ask me why I have Choice Scarf Shaman. Something I use back and forth gen. I've been using here and there in 5th gen. So hopefully you enjoyed the game. I really had fun playing it, doing all the predictions and all that stuff. And I know I'm in a black screen, so please check out Pokemoshpitbeta, and please check out my channel if you enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you again. Peace.